Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Not live. This is the second episode after I just realized we called last one 119, and I have 119 set up to be a Patreon episode, so now I have to change stuff around. But it's okay. This will be 121.
Edit your voice on it and be like very obvious about
Yeah,
it.
like episode
20.
Yeah, 25. I'm trying to find this on Untappd, and I'm having some issues here.
What's it called?
It's just a smoothie strawberry coconut. You found it?
The bottom one.
Smoothie, okay. I didn't type in smoothie. I just put in Imprint strawberry coconut, and it did not come up.
I just put strawberry coconut. Scroll to the bottom. There she is.
So the funny thing is every time we have Imprint, I always say these are fun beers. They're just not for me. And G-Sweat's is like, I brought 7 more. Yeah, but I enjoy trying them because they are so different from everything else. I think a lot of if you're looking for a beer, it's not going to be for you. But if you're in, like, if you want to try these smoothies out, they're definitely in their own class. They do something completely different, and they're fun. They're a good time.
I have a lot of friends that don't like beer and love things from like Imprint,
Yep,
and 450 North, The Answer, stuff like that.
Yeah, they do a good job with that because it's more like drinking like a juice, like a milkshake or something. And
they
fun.
claim there's booze in them, but I don't know if I agree.
Yeah, and these are the ones that are kind of tough finding ABVs because they are those. It's considered a fruited sour, but they're not sour like a sour.
No, it's more. It should have its own category.
You went hard in the paint on this pour for me here.
I didn't do that.
But these are cool because they are tiny little 8-ounce pour cans, which may actually, to be determined, may be a better serving size for these because sometimes when you get those really, really, really big cans that we have had, by the time you get halfway through the can, it's a different beer because you can only roll it so many times, but because they're in such large cans, it's probably hard to get the full mix. And
especially they do the full crowlers.
Yeah,
those are hard to roll.
Yeah. So, these baby cans are these like smaller cans might be the way to go. And they're kind of cool because you got a 6-pack and you get 3 different styles of them.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you go about picking these up? You just walk in and they have them in the cooler?
My experience with Imprint is your best bet is to order ahead. You order your beers online on the release because a lot of their flavors will sell out. And their flavors will sell out like day of release. So what you want to do is go online, see what they have available, order them, go in and pick them up. I'm not a planning guy.
Yeah.
Like everything in my life is so last minute. Where I live is directly in the middle of their 2 breweries. They have 2. They have Hatfield as their main, where they have like their whole like outdoor seating. And then they have Pottstown, which is pretty much just a distributor. It's like a little farmer's market.
There's a wrestler from Philly who goes by Boomer Hatfield. I wonder if he used Hatfield for that town.
Very well, maybe.
I'm going to find out.
But the Pottstown one is the one I tend to go to.
Yeah. Because
the Hatfield, with it being the main one, tends to be very busy. I have a little bit of social anxiety. I don't really care for people that much. So the Pottstown one tends to be less busy. So what happened was I went in, I said, hey, what do you have available? I didn't pre-purchase anything. The guy working there was fantastic. He was super helpful. He was probably one of the nicest people I've ever dealt with as far as like buying anything, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Thanked me about 17,000 times for being there. It was really cool. It was really nice of him.
You tell me you're doing it for a podcast?
No, didn't even mention it.
Yeah. Let them know next time. Usually sometimes they're like, we'll check it out.
Yeah, dude was awesome, very helpful, gave me a lot of info about the beers that I got.
We're gonna get on that
very
stage
knowledgeable.
That high stage.
Oh, I want to do the Imprint. It's on their stage is on top of their beer cooler.
Yeah.
Really cool.
We're gonna do that one day.
But I walked in and said,
You're
hey, what do you have available that I can purchase without having a pre-order? He said, we have this, and this. This is, what this beer's about. This one's here. Right now, with it being summertime, they have a lot of coconut-related things, and I'm not really a coconut guy. So I got everything I could that wasn't coconut.
And the first beer we're going to do is a coconut beer.
It was in the mix 6.
It was in the mix 6. I will say this.
Your own mix 6. They just had these.
It's a strawberry coconut. That's the first one we poured. I took a sip of it here. You have it all on deck here?
Yeah, I have it up.
Another one on your list here.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Smoothie strawberry coconut. There's no ABV listed for it. It's been checked in 56 times, and none of my friends have had it, at least not for the next 30 seconds. Short description: heavily fruited sour, contains lactose, 6.2 ABV. That is freaking invisible.
Yeah.
The flavor profile is strawberry, creamy, smooth, thick, and fruity.
Yes.
Now, most of these tend to sit between the 6 and 7% ABV, and you would just never know.
So immediately, I will say, starting with these small cans, no sediment
Yep.
at all. There's no sludge. The same pour the whole way through. We give it a couple rolls, and it was good to go. I think maybe these small cans are the way to go for these type of beers.
I think so too.
It's a much different experience drinking them out of the big, huge growlers than it is these smaller ones. Like I said, I think the smaller ones are the way to go. It says coconut.
And even in this 16-ounce cans too, it's almost
like it's tough.
Too much.
Yeah. So, and like I said, sometimes they are tough to drink full, huge cans if you're doing solo shots. You know what I mean? You get one of these mix sticks, you take it to a party, and you have them yourself. You can no problem finish that by yourself.
Absolutely.
Now
I've actually been to their main brewery in Hatfield quite a few times, and every time I'm there, I do this thing where I'm like, I'm gonna try every beer you have. They usually have, I think it's like 12 or 16 beers, and they offer their flights, and I think 3 or 4. I'm like, flight of your first 3, flight of your next 3, and I drink them all. And usually with the smoogies, it can become rough. If 12 of their 16 are smoogies, it's gonna be a lot of sugar.
and then the lactose kicks your ass the next day when you're fucking pissing out your ass.
But with them in the small cans like this, it's kind of like a do your own flight at home. It's pretty cool.
So I was terrified with this coconut. You poured it, and it's very front strawberry smell. The coconut is very, very, very subtle. It's almost like a strawberry cream more than it is a strawberry
creamy.
coconut. It's fucking delicious. This is really good. I know we always make jokes to protect the 4. I'll go first. I'm giving it a 4. I think it's a good beer. I'm a good smoogie. Being as terrified as I was seeing that coconut, we're like, let's do it first, get out of the way. It's really, really good.
So nice way to start it off, honestly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I feel like the Imprint day is going to go heavier than my last day. My last day, I did 375 the full day. Today, I feel like starting off with this, which I would expect to be my least favorite, I'm going to go 4 myself. It's very tasty. The coconut's not all there like that. You get a lot of creaminess. It doesn't mention cream or anything on it, but it kind of pours like one of those cheesecake beers.
It does. It does it is very. That's a good comparison. It is very strawberry cheesecake.
Yeah, because at the top, a lot of the cheesecake ones get the odd
the bubbles.
It's even a good rinse.
Odd bubbles.
It's even a really tasty rinse, like strawberry water. Definitely, I like that cheesecake analogy. That was good. What do you think?
I chose to protect the 4 and went 3.9.
3.9.
Oh, wow.
Can you do 3.99?
Right on the nose.
Oh,
No.
it has to be like in increments of 0.
Yeah, in 10 in tens.
It's not protected if it's for real.
Yeah.
Yep.
It'd be funny if it was 3.99. And then the brewery looks at it and goes, "You're a fucking scumbag."
Pay extra money to just 2.99 on everything.
Their brewery is going to leave you guys a 3.99 review on your podcast.
That would be
gonna get.
fucking awesome. I want a brewery to be like, "Hey, you want that 5-star? Fuck you."
Protect the 4, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, our new logo.
Had it printed on a shirt. Their review.
Yeah. Well, a lot of breweries are putting their negative reviews on cans. Maybe one day we'll.
I love that. I
We'll,
really do.
maybe we'll make a can one day.
The worst beer this one person on Yelp has ever had. Those are always my favorite.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
You just made me think of something funny from the weekend. I gave a beer a bad review.
Oh no!
Did they message you?
Anheuser-Busch. They're not going to talk to me.
Oh, okay.
But Untapped's moving a little slow here.
We might actually have. This is a quick announcement. We might actually be going to a VFW for an episode.
Life member.
So we were invited to. My buddy has just taken over as like the main guy who's going to run the VFW, and he's looking for like entertainment. So he has access to a stage and a venue and music, and it's a nice venue. I don't know if you were there a while ago when they did Look Alive. No
Is it-
rain checks.
Is it where they
literally
did
right up the street?
the freak show, John? Or
No,
in
no, that was
Pottsville?
this is the Fractal VFW. So they have a nice little venue that you can do music.
Work.
And the guy who I'm helping the guy run, like I'm gonna help him get some stuff. Oh, is it bad?
Oh, I see a
Let's read
one
it.
dot.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
the
go out on a
strawberry,
limb
the
and
strawberry
say,
Rita.
I was gonna say I thought it was gonna be one of the seltzers. Funny enough, I love the strawberries, but you gotta pour them over ice. Did you try pouring it over ice?
Well, I had the guava one right before that. I thought the guava one was awesome.
Yeah. So supposedly they have a new Coors beer coming out. It's like a newer Coors. Have you heard anything about this? It has like a bowl on it. Like their theme is a
You're
bowl.
right. You're
Nah, I
spot
didn't
on.
hear anything.
I know it's kind of what he was telling me, but supposedly his Coors representative is coming up and giving him this new Coors beer that's coming out, and he's getting like T-shirts and tap handles and
Oh.
everything. And I was like, well, if there's a new Coors beer, I mean, it's not craft, but we'll
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
come up and do an episode and try it and talk about it. And if the Coors rep is there and he wants to bullshit with us, we'll do it. So we're gonna set that up. So we might do an interview with the Coors rep, talk Coors beers, and drink some domestics. We'll call them. We won't
Yeah.
call them dirt beers in front of them. But
Yeah,
When we drink those Bud Light Ritas or whatever, we always call them white trash days. Like, oh, you want to go have a white trash day? And we'll get like, the 8-pack of the 8-ounce cans. You got to pour them over ice though. That's the secret. You pour them over ice, it takes off a lot of that sweet.
Me and Fulton had
like
a white
far
trash
too
day,
sweet.
but the only rule to having a white trash day with us is you had to cut the sleeves off your shirts. And then
Man.
you fucking come out and you have the tiny shorts and the sleeves and you drrink like fucking PBRs.
Oh, you got to wear the party shorts.
Yeah, party shorts and just go in PBRs and then you go kayaking or something like that. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. We haven't done it in a while. Well, they probably have. I just wasn't told about it. Yeah, so we'll go with the next one. So that might be coming up. We do something at a VFW, which is pretty exciting. And then, like I said, I have access for local bands to play some venues again. So it's another little venue in the area, and we could do it in
I just found out that this tiny little baby 6-pack ring will definitely fit these glasses, and I haven't put it on, but I might do that at some point.
what's that?
This will fit on there. It's got the rim.
Will it snap in?
I think it might.
Try it. What's the worst that happens? It breaks the glass. Bro,
Perfect.
banging beers to go, baby. These are the best little holders ever. So this is the Smoogie pineapple. Oh no, sorry, mango. Is it mango pineapple?
Mango
Yeah.
pineapple.
See, my dyslexia kicked in. I read it backwards. Mango pineapple.
That's what I'm going with.
2021.
I didn't see another option yet.
They're smoothie. Oh, that's raspberry pineapple. Yep, we'll go with that. So this is also a fruited sour.
There it
16 check-ins, 412. Brought back the dynamic duo of fruits for this heavy fruited sour. Contains lactose, 6.2 ABV.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Bob. Come on.
Ow!
You need a new seat.
You're in the Gallagher splash zone. Oh, so this is not as thick as the last one.
At least in the beginning. I might not have rolled it great.
No, it's good.
Oh,
It
no,
stayed
we're good.
consistent.
I can smell the mango though.
This is like a mimosa.
Wow. That's awesome.
There's like it's if you literally
You could put
Ooh,
booze
there's
in
the
that.
pineapple on the finish.
you can
right?
give this to somebody, be like, you want to try some juice, and just like give them a full glass of this.
I do get a little bit of ferment kind of taste.
really.
from
I
it.
get no booze in
So,
that.
yeah, I do get a little bit. I don't think you could pass it off as juice entirely.
You can serve this as like replacement of orange juice.
Drink this in your car. Yeah, go ahead. Try a cup.
Officer, it's orange juice.
Yeah, but if you use this in place of your orange juice for a mimosa, you'd be having a good day.
Yeah, this is tasty. I will say this though. I'm gonna go 3.75. It is close to a 4 for me, but it is very tasty. But that's what I'm gonna go with. But it's very, very good.
I went 4.25 on it because that last one was tasty. This is delicious. First time I tasted this, I said, "Wow, I'm gonna slug that."
I have a hard time with mango because for me, I always want peach, and every time I want peach, they sneak mango in there. So mango's always like that fucking Wario of my Mario. You know what I mean? Like I want the peach, and I always get the mango. So I think this would be cool for like a peach pineapple. I would like to try that. So that's the only knock I'm giving it, and it's not the brewery's fault. It's just my taste of fruit. But it's not bad at all. It's really tasty.
I went 4.1.
4.1.
4.1.
Oh,
Because
our new logo.
I like mango and I like pineapple, so it
Yeah.
makes sense if they're together. I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, our new logo is really dope. It just says Bangin Beers podcast, and then there's like a beer glass with like wings on it, like a Top Gun logo, and then around the both sides of it are like stars. But he put 5. I don't know if he did it subconsciously, because I don't know if he actually watches Bangin Beers or understand we do a 5-point star schism. But there's 5 stars on each side of the glass.
It's awesome.
Which is like, it kind of fits our scheme without him even trying.
You could even make like a logo for on screen, like an overlay rather, where you could just like put this, like highlight the stars. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That would be pretty cool.
I'm just terrible at all that kind of stuff.
I have a little bit of data there. Me and
Yeah.
Paul used to handle all that stuff, but I got a little bit of data.
Yeah, so it actually might. What I'm thinking is what he sent me. Interviews. It'll probably be my new main interviews logo, because I mean I like my face, but it's kind of like, for me it's like weird. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's, I don't know, like I look over and it's like my fucking giant face. So I'm probably gonna use Noah's new logo for interviews. Definitely using his new Bangin' Beers as our new logo. So we're gonna be replacing that. Maybe doing a giveaway. Someone can have that banner once we get it all set up. Whatever he gets, I haven't seen his IWEP yet. His Street Behind Illusion one was awesome. I am gonna sell it still for a little bit to see if people want it.
You should. I have an idea for that.
What?
Put it on a gravestone and put year to year, start to end.
Oh, that's a good call. Yeah.
It'd be a cool
Oh,
show.
put it as like the, because like I'm not saying the show is done forever, because it might be one of those things where I go first shift and then if I'm first shift and I get home every day at 4:00, I can do episodes here and there. I might not have the full team anymore, because it is hard to have people come multiple days a week, but it's something I might just do on my own and go explore. So I'm not saying the show's dead. I'm just saying for now we're not recording any new content.
On hiatus.
It's on like a high. I'm saying it's actually, I am saying it's dead, but it's something that could always resurface, come back as a ghost. You know, yeah.
The
So
right show to come back as a ghost.
it is the right show to do it. Yeah. So the new logo for Bangin' Beers is pretty dope. I don't know if he's making a not cool in high school. I told him the one we have now is pretty much I'm in
I
love with.
still want on the back of the new logo shirt have the 5-star podcast
Oh yeah,
trying to protect the 4.
yeah. I can put that on there like fine. I would have to do it for T-Public,
Yeah.
Teespring, because T-Public they charge you more for back.
Yeah.
Or Teespring just doesn't. They don't care, and you can just like I could just type in there like
Yeah.
protect the 4 or something like that. We want to wear shirts for Brewfest to say bring back Bach. Just walk around with Bangin' Beers podcast.
That would
bring
be
back
awesome.
Bach. We'll probably get those made. Put them out there. I have to work on that as well.
And
Got
then
a
hand
print
out
guy if you need it.
and,
Yep.
and
Got a
then
print
hand out
guy.
Yeah.
stickers too that say it and have them put it on Yingling's building.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, blast it downtown with it.
And then we have what was the other thing we were talking about? Oh my goodness. Fuck, I just completely forgot. I'm so hot right now. I'm sorry. It's so hot in here, guys. I apologize. We'll get the AC pumping here soon. But
Oh my God, I just had an idea.
Hmm.
You ever seen Anchorman?
Mhm.
It's so damn hot. Milk was a terrible choice.
Yeah, and then
We
we're
get
drinking.
you like dying, sweating. It's
Smoothies.
so damn hot. Milk stouts were a terrible choice.
What was the other thing we were gonna do? I was thinking about doing. I completely forgot now. Oh.
Brewfest.
Teespring. So I went on Teespring and I was like, did they fucking add hat shit? Did they add the buttons? Did they add the pins? No, they still haven't added that to the merchandise page yet. But you know what they put in? Pint glasses.
Oh.
Like actual glass pint glasses.
Nice.
And you can put your logos on it. So I was like, maybe I have to go in there. The only problem is I think with the Teespring, what I'm going to do is kind of like what I did before is kind of rotate logos and just put our main ones up there now. And then like, hey, if you want the older one on a pint glass, we'll rotate it. It's just a lot of, once again, I have to go in there and manually do all that shit. So we are going to go, I'm going to go in there and update that, but there is some cool new stuff on there, like pint glasses and the bottles, like the tumbler bottles, but there's also travel like coffee cup type glasses too.
Well, I'd definitely get some pint glasses for the home bar.
Yeah. So I definitely want to put them on there. I think I'm going to wait for get the new logo. We'll put the new logo on the pint glasses. So I'll wait when Noah gave them to me, I can put them up whenever, but I'm kind of waiting for him to do, because he said he wants to do all the shows. And then once he does all of them, I'm just going to like revamp the whole network and give him plugs for his Punk's Dairy and everything like that.
You're gonna want to get yourself a manager. to
I fucking need
handle
to-
all that
yeah.
for you.
I need a social media person.
I got a guy that does all my shirt stuff for me. His name's Noah.
Yeah. But he's running his own thing. I don't
Pay
want
him for it though.
Yeah. I was paying a lot with Patreon money. Like that's what I was using the Patreon. Be like, hey, you want to do a logo? Here's but now Patreon's like not bringing in much because it's tough. Times are tough and people can't afford stuff like that. And who the fuck are we? We're just some.
There's
fucking
also a lot of things
shitty
to do
podcast.
now, so like there's other places that money can go. So
Absolutely, yeah.
I
I
can
don't
understand that.
I don't get upset when we don't get support or money in that aspect because I honestly don't take myself that I don't deserve it. Like I'm my own worst critic, I guess you could say. But all right, let's get this fucking self-loathing shit out of the way. Smoogie,
Roll her up. I'm gonna go
Black.
sneak away.
raspberry, blackberry. Oh, you're rinsing. You can get there's in the fridge. There's bottles of water. If you want to grab a bottle of water, you just throw a little bit in the water. Yeah,
Blackberry, raspberry.
yeah, blackberry, raspberry, or raspberry, blackberry. Sorry,
Raspberry, blackberry.
dyslexia. See that? See, you're seeing how my brain works today. It's an overdrive. It's a purple. It should be a purple logo. Smoothie. Oh, it actually was the first one that popped up. This one?
Yeah, but they're actually like the fruits are backwards from what the can says. And the same two fruits are just in different order.
Maybe we'll try that.
Threw me for a loop for a second.
Is there a raspberry, blackberry? Is there raspberry, blackberry, cherry? Yeah, I don't know. It's a raspberry. That's what I used to say when I was a kid.
I found it. It's the bottom one. It says 2021. Raspberry, blackberry, 2021.
There it is.
The cool thing is at least on Untapped, the labels are the exact same color.
So
like,
this
they
is
have other ones that are similar, but the labels are
12 check-ins. So this is pretty fresh. The vintage smoothie of raspberry, blackberry, cherry, heavily dark fruited sour, contains lactose 6.2. Oh boy, that is a thick boy.
block your eyes, Bob.
He's facing the wrong way.
See, I got it on my finger. I took one for the team. Oh, that's a full boy right there. This lactose is gonna fuck me up later.
Yep.
all that foam in the head that's just like sucking cheesecake right off the top of it.
Yeah. Oh, is it like super like creamy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. It's definitely got a tart to it.
It smells fantastic. It smells like a raspberry blow pop.
This is the first smoothie we've had today with a tart still.
Yeah, this is actually has definitely tart. I'm really excited for this next one here. I think we're gonna go with this one next. They're a seltzer. I'm pretty pumped for that. That's a thick boy, baby. Actually, not as bad now that it kind of died down.
Yeah, these aren't nearly as thick as they usually are, which is kind of awesome. I guess smaller can size, or maybe they're newer. I don't know. I don't know how any of that works. I'm not an expert on that kind of thing.
While we're sipping on this, so we're not rushing. Have you got anyone watched anything recently, or like movie wise, or documentaries, or
I watched the new Conjuring movie last night.
how was it?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The Devil Made Me Do It?
Yep.
We're gonna do that as a topic for a show for Truth Behind Illusion. Just never came to fruition.
I watched the first one Wednesday night, the second one Thursday, and then I took off Friday and watched the new one last night.
Nice. I have a hard time with the Warrens. I don't know how much I buy into what they do, but as the movies are fun. But it's actually supposedly a real exorcism, right?
And then I like at the end of all the movies, they always put in like actual tape of the actual thing happening,
Yeah.
and actual photos of
Supposedly
the
they
actual event.
spliced a lot of the audio from the actual thing that happened in the movie,
And-
which they
and
did
there's
in
also, and there's also not much CGI in it either.
really.
Yeah, I don't want to like.
Do they rely heavily on jump scares? It's like a very jump
There's
scare.
not a lot of jump like most of the Conjuring ones. I don't think had a lot of jump. Like there were a few, but none of like the main Conjuring
Yeah.
movies.
Well, speaking of horror movies, and some of our friends post podcast outside of the podcast world, Zach and brain fart
Nikki.
Nikki, sorry Nikki, just got engaged, which is super exciting. And not only did they get engaged, but if you know anything about Zach and Nikki, they are huge horror movie lovers. Love horror movies. And COVID opened up, and you're allowed to go do cool shit again. So he proposed to Nikki at Camp Crystal Lake. They went and did a tour, and he proposed to her at Camp Crystal Lake, which is really, really fun.
Really dope. Yeah.
And They should do photo shoots
it's exciting.
where Jason's like behind them. You ever see those where like each scene's like Jason?
Well,
coming closer?
but at Rich and Andy's wedding, they did the ones with Michael Myers behind him, and Michael Myers was Zach.
Yeah.
Like in the photos, it's like
He's getting closer and closer. Yeah. So big congratulations to them. Love them to death. And he's fucking. I actually own one of his merchandise that he made a while ago. That little cube thing he made with the resin and it looks like it's underwater with a sign.
Yeah, it's her making those.
Really?
Yeah,
they're really
and
good.
She's making one from. They were getting rocks and stuff from at Camp Crystal, like at the actual camp, like rocks and dirt to put in them now moving forward.
That's sick. Yeah, I would definitely order.
So I have one ordered already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how much is sharding?
She didn't let me know yet, but
Okay.
Honestly, I don't care. It's cool. And
Yeah, I'm gonna have Heidi reach out and say if they make one, we'll definitely get one too. They're cool stuff. I have his. He took like an old cigar box and he turned it into a Necronomicon, the book from Evil Dead. It's dope. Yeah. And it's like all latex, so it actually feels like skin and stuff. It's really, really cool. He's super talented. Yeah. Anybody else watch or see anything interesting?
I'll bore everybody. I watched a documentary on Thomas Sarkana.
Who is that?
He led a coup in Upper Volta in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Changed the name of the country to what it's currently called now, Burkina Faso. He theoretically was a socialist. He made a lot of changes to the way things worked in the country. He was very, very anti-corrupt, and he's stuck to what he said he was going to do. And all the people that supported him in the army, the government initially, like all got pissed off because he was for real and like completely anti-corrupt, and they ended up whacking him and having another coup.
Oh wow!
But interesting guy.
Yeah. Where'd you watch that at?
I found a link to it on Reddit.
Okay.
I can send it to you later.
Yeah, I love watching I'm a huge documentary person. I've been watching The Dark Side of the Ring. I just watched the I don't want to say the Jake the Snake one, but the family.
what was it?
Yeah, something like that. And then I was starting to watch A&E's been doing wrestling documentaries. I just watched the Shawn Michaels one.
Like one of the things he did that as a cost saving measure, he sold every car that the government had and replaced them with all the Mercedes and stuff like that, and he replaced them with the cheapest model that Renault made. And that was like every car the government owned was the Renault's cheapest car. No government officials were allowed to fly in first class anymore.
He made them equal to the people.
Yeah. He's like,
imagine that.
He's like,
What a world.
I sit in the back, you sit in the front. We take off together and we land together.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference?
Could you imagine if we treated our government the same way, where we don't just pay them to be fucking people who tell us what we can and can't do, and they actually work to fucking serve us? Could you imagine?
Are you high?
Yeah, I'm not yet. I'm working on it. Yeah, imagine that. What a bad guy he probably was. And then probably in the history books, he's probably a big piece of shit, right?
He's still highly revered in the country and in several neighboring companies in Africa. He's remembered by people that aren't in the government or aren't running corrupt dictatorships next door to him. The populace in general regards him very highly.
Nice. I like that. What about you, Cheese?
I don't watch a lot of TV or movies by myself. I know probably in the minority there.
Mm-hmm.
I like to have company. I more enjoy people's reactions to the things that I'm watching than my own enjoyment. It's probably a little bit strange, but that's just how I've always watched things. So I tend to watch a lot of I'll watch a lot of Twitch. I'll watch a lot of live streaming type stuff because even though it is slower content to a degree, it's something that
you're almost in it. You're in a social. You're actually watching people react with you.
Yeah, I prefer it live rather than. I can absolutely go back and watch the replays of it, but I'd rather watch it live, be involved, that kind of thing. I am looking forward to they're doing that Critters screening at the Mahoning Drive-In. Did you see that?
No.
I think it's Critters 1 and 2, and they have the Chiodo brothers are there watching with you. And,
that's cool.
I'm hoping to get my first Chuck Moran piece while I'm up there. So
when we were in Colorado, we were at the horror bar, and this girl was like, "Oh man, I'm going to Pennsylvania in a couple weeks." So we're like, my ears kind of perked up. Like, I'm not trying to be weird, but I'm from Pennsylvania and this is kind of what I do because I'm fucking weird and I'm a social butterfly. But like, what are you going to Pennsylvania for? And she goes, oh, me and my boyfriend are really, really into horror stuff. Obviously, we're in the horror bar. And there's this drive-in in Pennsylvania that just like kills it when it comes to horror movies and horror theme nights. Like, we're going to go Mahoning. And I was like, you're coming from Colorado to Pennsylvania for a drive-in? She goes, yes. And I was like, I live 30, 40 minutes from there. And she goes, get the fuck out. She goes, can I get your number? Maybe we can like hang out. Like, we'll hang. And I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, let me know when you come. So we exchanged numbers. And she also was like, I'm really into like the supernatural shit. I said, well, you're close to Jim Thorpe. You can go see the prison. You can do all that fun stuff. She's like, do you ever see the TV show Haunted on Netflix? You ever watch it?
No, I haven't. No.
She was on it. She told her story where like she experienced like this really, really interesting paranormal activity type deal. And yeah, so she's going to come from Colorado to come down, hang out. And maybe we'll have her hang out and do a podcast.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. But that was kind of a little cool moment. So here's our smoogie.
But yeah, if you're free, that critters thing will be really dope. I love critters.
Let me know the
always been
date
one of my
so
favorites.
I can not schedule stuff.
I got you.
I actually I scheduled a lot for this week, this month in for interviews. I have a lot of interviews coming up. A lot of cool people. 8 check-ins for this, Bob. 8.
I think this came out this week.
Yeah. A heavily fruited seltzer combining 3 of our favorite water ice flavors: cherry, mango, and lime.
Water ice, first of all.
Water.
100% dairy-free and gluten-free. 4.8 ABV. Water ice.
Water ice.
Italian ice.
It's water ice.
Water ice.
You go down to the Philadelphia Water Ice Factory.
All right. First off, it's hot in here. And this has been sitting out, right? It tastes cold. Like it has
Refreshing.
it has like that cold taste to it. Like the can is still kind of chill, but it has that cold. It held it really well. Like, I don't know. I actually don't get much flavor because that cold hits so hard. It doesn't drink like a seltzer, though. I will say that. It's a
So
little.
I've had ones also off of Untitled Art that they say that they're a seltzer, but
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah,
So,
see,
like it's
just
not like it's not light bodied. It's
very faint on the finish. Like
A little bit of
the-
TV static. Yeah.
Do I am I allowed to tell them what the date is?
Yeah.
With the potential late air of this or whatever?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I picked this up today on 6/6, and I didn't get the guy's name, and I regret that now. The guy working at Imprint at the Pottstown location today, he killed it. He told me spot on. He said that people are coming in and they're preferring the smoothie seltzers to the regular smoothies because they're a little bit lighter. They drink a little bit easier. And he was absolutely spot on. This has all of the flavor that you would get from a smoothie, but without the like I'm drinking candy feeling.
Yes. Yeah, it doesn't have that. And if you're terrified to drink it because you see seltzer and you think you're gonna get that TV static taste, you're not getting it here.
And the water ice thing to it, this tastes like if you just have you ever let your water ice sit too long and you goddamn drink it?
Mhm.
That's this.
Yeah.
To a T. It's perfect.
so the whole seltzer craze is all about like trying to save calories and all that kind of stuff. How many calories do you think are in this can?
100.
A lot.
Probably
It's gotta
more
be
than
like
that. Yeah,
350.
I bet you it's closer to 1,000.
320.
Yeah.
There's your prize.
I'm a gym guy these days, so
Oh, you've been working out?
Seeing
I'm a
I'm-
5-day-a-week gym guy. I know it doesn't really show because I still like to eat, but
and I don't
Been
think
like
there's
that, like,
lactose
3
in
months.
this like there is in the other ones.
No, I think he
either.
said with the gluten free.
Yeah.
It's all gluten free.
this is
So
awesome.
it's probably more classified as seltzer by the way it's made.
By the style.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting. I'm into it. And then our last one here is going to be a Moscow Mule raspberry. I'm very interested. Also, actually, let's talk about this real quick, boys. I didn't even tell you guys about this. If you're logged into the Instagram, then you'll know what I'm talking about. My fingers are all sticky from fucking opening those cans. I got I don't know if it's real or not, so we'll find out. Or someone just gonna come to my house and murder me. We'll find out when it happens. But I got a message on Instagram from a company, and I get them all the time. Like, Do you want to
Let's collaborate.
let's collaborate? Do you want to be sponsored by our company? We think you'd be a good fit. And it's just like gym wear. And I'm like, have you looked at my profile?
They're all just bots. And
Yes.
then essentially what it is yes, you will actually get what they're promising you, but they're promising you not a partnership. They're not promising you a sponsorship. They're promising you like an affiliation status, which
Yeah.
means that you will get a promo code from them that if people buy it, they'll get a discount and you'll get bread from it, but you have to like buy into it essentially.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens here because I didn't give any other information except my address. So we'll see what happens. But I got a message from it's called Cocoa Cocktail. And they have a pomegranate berry and a key lime. And it's sold as like seltzer cans style thing. And it's supposed to be a spiked sparkling coconut water style drink. Never had it, never tried it, but it says, if you would like a sample of Cocoa Cocktail, just let us know a name and address for free shipping. Cheers. And I was just like, is this real? And I wrote like, we'll do it on the show if this is real. And the person was like, yeah, it's 100% real. Like, we appreciate the opportunity. We're always up for a good tasting competition. Just let us know where to ship it. And I said, here's my address. And they said, outstanding. We'll look forward to your feedback and we'll get out right away.
Here's the hoping.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But maybe we'll do an episode with Cocoa Cocktails, which everyone who it's funny because obviously they probably haven't looked at us, but every single person that's like advertising their drinks are like just fucking young buff people, and then there's like us. It's like, sup, Coco.
Should we take it to the beach and do a topless day or something?
Yeah, to Lake Tobias.
Yeah, like this is like their demographic. It's just like really attractive young people, and I was like, we should go to like Locust Lake,
Yeah,
and just like take fucking shirtless photos of us with our cocoa cocktails.
That'd be incredible. It's your actual demographic. All
Yeah.
right? Like,
Oh wait, this guy's he parties. We
Yeah.
want this guy. Can we? I'm gonna add him. They didn't tag him. Yeah, we'll do a photo shoot. Like everyone's like super young and attractive, and then I'm gonna do a photo shoot where it's just me as a fucking
Wash up or in Speedos.
yeah,
Yep.
like a schlub drinking coconut water.
I'm wearing a 2-piece bathing suit that day.
Yeah, because you're self-conscious.
I'm gonna wear the 1-4 wore in the first movie, like just the
Crop tops,
Yes.
crop tops. We cover the nips up and just
Yep.
let the bellies hang out.
yeah.
You guys remember when dude rompers were supposed to be a thing and it never happened?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
the fuck's
I'm
wrong
real
with you?
bummed about that. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like that shows off my quality parts, you know? Like would have had legs, would have had shoulders, and that's it. Like that's all that's good on my body. I was stoked and it just never happened.
I think rompers sounds like a cool idea until you have to pee
Or poop.
or
Well,
poop.
no, it's easy for us. So we flap. We got a flap or a zipper or whatever. We're fine as dudes having to pee.
They made flaps in the front.
They better.
No,
Oh no.
I feel like we have to go through the
What
same
if-
thing girls have to go through.
Can they?
What
can
if
they
we
flap
make-
down?
What if we make them?
Are we bringing
I
back
feel-
the dude romper idea?
I
Yeah.
feel like if we're gonna have, if they're gonna make
Imprint,
dude
you want in on
rompers,
the dude romper?
yeah, if we're gonna make dude rompers, we have to go through the same shit girls go through. Like when they go to the bathroom, they have to take their clothes, like they have to get completely naked if they decide to go the romper route. You know what I mean? Because like when you go to a bar and you see a girl in a romper, you're like, ha,
You're like,
sucks to suck.
you really made a life choice.
yeah, you're gonna drink your ass off and have to pee 14 times, and you're gonna have to fucking take all that off to do it, and you're like, oh my god, I know. So I feel like we have to go through. Could you imagine? Dude rompers get huge, right? Walk into the bathroom, have to go use the urinal,
yeah, there.
and a dude just
all the way down the ground.
his romper is just on the floor, and he's just asshole naked.
They start putting hooks in the fucking bathroom for you to hang them.
It's our next beer idea.
Romper.
it's
Dude
gonna be-
rompers. It's
gonna
just
be
a
dude
bunch of
rompers.
butt cheeks at a urinal.
Yeah, just a bunch of butt cheeks with the rompers around their ankles.
What fruit's gonna be in that one?
Don't do a
It's got to be the sour,
Like
right?
a moon fruit.
do one of those cans like the
Uh,
old
no, no.
pens that you'd move and
Number one and
off.
number two, banana chocolate.
Banana
Oh,
chocolate.
no.
There you go. There you go. Because you have to take it all off to go, you know,
And the cat piss too.
in the catfish. But dude, we're fucking making good beer ideas.
That's what we'll call that one the litter box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I will say this. I watched. I always every now and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch The Dirt on Netflix. I love Motley Crue and those like the whole story and everything. And I'm like, man, I hope that style comes back, like the big hair and the guys wearing eyeliner and.
I hope the big hair doesn't come back.
Yeah, me too.
I listen.
My days of big hair are behind me.
But like wearing some guy liner and some tight pants, and like they make some dude leggings. I
You
don't
ever
know,
worn
boys.
leggings?
I work things close to leggings, but never leggings. It's
I wore
not-
them for a Halloween costume one year when
Awesome.
I went as Nightwing, and I was like, "Damn, do I have to take these off? Because this is incredible."
Yeah, the only thing I think with dude leggings is if they build that little patch for your whole meat's not showing.
They would have to like, you know how you ever seen like girls that wear the shorts over the leggings?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that would be every dude.
Yeah,
That would be every dude.
So
Be
you-
like,
your
well, I got
whole-
shorts over it.
yeah, like
but
you can see the whole
My
like
legs ain't
shaft
cold.
nuts combo. Yeah. I mean, once again, I think we should have to go through the same thing the girls have to go through. If they're getting, first off, who picks on a girl if they're wearing tighter pants and they have a little showage? Because
Oh my
if-
god.
if you're wearing the tight, and this is not being creepy or mean, this is me sticking up for the women here. If you're wearing tighter pants, that's going to happen, and you can't hide your parts and your bits. So, like, if it's there, you're gonna get a little. The term is knuckle. You're gonna get a little
Oh my
knuckle there. You know what I mean? And that's not the women's fault. That's just how they're built. So I think if guys adopt the leggings, we got to show off. The whole thing has to be shown. Like, you know what I mean?
There's no hiding it. We're gonna
No.
be picking mates by size for sure.
Fuck yeah. I think we have to go through the same pain they go through.
Well, I mean, you've heard the expression like, you're a grower or you're a shower. Some of us are neither, but you might not be able to pick
Yeah.
based on
I think if us as men are always like, oh man, if a girl wears leggings, you can see everything. I think if we adopt that, we have to show what we got.
it would absolutely make those types of dudes
We
stop
need to-
saying that type of thing.
We need to level out the playing field. Just I think all of our pants, smaller pockets. Either make our pockets the same as women's pockets, or
All
give
right.
women actual pockets.
If we do that, if we're gonna start making dude pockets smaller, we're gonna have to start making dude's tits bigger. 'Cause that's where you store it when you ain't got the pockets.
Yeah.
So,
You ever see those videos where the girls like hide bottles in their bras? It's like
Impressive.
full bottles of booze and stuff. Like they sneak into a concert, just like bottle, 6-pack, keg. It's like that's fucking awesome.
I'm for it.
Yeah, I need to. I'm just gonna need to like hire a really busty girl to come hang out with me, and we go to concerts. Be like,
Never
she's the mule.
I wore in high school.
preaching her shirt.
I wore a
Everyone
pair of
said-
track pants to the movies one time so we could put a whole mess of snacks in there. I put a 2-liter bottle of soda.
In a
We-
pair of track pants.
Yeah, we bought the tickets. We get through handing the guy the tickets. I'm maybe 10 feet from that dude when the whole pants hit the floor. 2-liter hits the floor and shoots that way. I just pulled him up and went. I was like, I'm done. The soda's gone. It's not mine. I don't know where it came from. Somebody must have snuck that into my pants. There's no way I brought that. I
Remember
promise.
Janko jeans?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, when you were a young hoodlum up the mall, they were the best
absolutely.
thief jeans. You can just like you can like hide anything.
Your shorts were touching your ankles.
You remember Janko jeans? They were a pair of jeans that
I'm-
literally you could put a full human in the leg. That's how big the legs were. They were
They
like
were
huge
humongous.
denim.
I'm surprised that they're not coming back.
They did. Some company in China actually bought it, and they're making new ones.
It was
but
like
it's just
parachute
not
pants
popular.
on steroids, but it was denim. Like literally, I remember like we used to and you would have to get a belt and have to put them on because they just didn't fit you. It was like oversized pants on normal people, and like they were huge in like middle school for me. But you could literally put your entire body on one leg because it parachuted out so
It
high.
looked like you got hit by a shrink ray on your whole body and not your clothes.
Imagine you wear a size 40 jeans, and
Yeah.
somebody goes, "You want to wear this size 60 instead?"
Well, I'm gonna pull up a photo quick. These were Janko jeans.
And you had to wear a button-up shirt with flames on it, or else you weren't
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, they were Janko jeans. Like this is how people. We thought we were awesome. And then like you would wear them to school on like a nice slushy rainy day, and
Right.
and like your
The worst
whole
part is like, we know that guy.
yeah. Dude, this is middle school right here. This like kid in the orange is
That's can art.
yeah. New beer name, Janko jeans.
we might get sued on some Janko jeans.
No,
We could be
if-
Jean
if-
Company jeans or something, you know?
If you just do like the art and say something about the 90s And wet pant bottoms.
Oh my god, Janko jeans. Holy fuck. I just oh my Jesus. I can't believe that. I never was able to afford a pair because they were too expensive, but I remember seeing people wearing them. All the skaters wore them. It was like a skater
Yeah.
thing.
Which I don't understand because like
You can't do shit in those jeans.
you're like your skateboard would get lost in a leg if you're
Yeah, and if you lost it, you had another
trying
one
to kick
like
flip or whatever
in the reserves up the pant leg
Yeah.
that would shoot out for you.
Yeah, you can bring your skateboard to school and just put
Yeah.
it. You could like saran
Yeah,
wrap it
right.
to your leg.
Oh man, we could make a transformer like that.
hobble around all day because you can't bend your fucking leg because there's a skateboard
You know
strapped
what?
to it.
You know what I miss. By the way, I'm loving this little dot. This is what I wanted the show to turn into. I just wanted people to get comfortable to talk shit in the show. So we're getting there. We're slowly turning the corner. But Heelys. I
Yep.
always wanted to get a pair of Heelys. I never did. I
Do
hope
they
they
make
come.
them in
Or
adult
soap
sizes?
shoes.
So I went to Monterey. You ever see the Monterey Intermediate School where
Yeah.
it's like 600 steps? You ever see that?
Yeah.
So soap shoes were, you know how like a skateboard you grind on a rail? So these shoes were pretty much essentially like a piece of steel where your arch of your foot is, and you're able to run and like slide on a metal rail or a concrete or like, but they were banned quickly because kids would walk around the Fragful Mall and grind across something and fuck it all up, or hurt
And
themselves.
themselves.
Yeah. So these soap shoes got popular. So those kids walking down those steps, and it's raining and it's wet, and his piece of metal hit the corner of the thing and he just went on his ass. When you start falling on those stairs, you just pray for life. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're going down 100 and some stairs. Yeah, he's fucked up. But
While we go through the scoring, can I borrow your rinser?
yeah. What do we
I'll
score?
give it back.
The Philly Ice. What do we score that?
I did 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
I'm gonna reload here. Reload.
Imprint is not going to let us protect that 4, which is
No,
an awesome problem to have.
375. I'm doing it. It's fun. It's fun. I think the lime for me was the turnoff. The lime, yeah. But I thought it was a good beer.
I
So-
might have given that the highest score I've ever given anything.
Really?
I did 4 or 5 on that because that might be my favorite thing I've ever drank. It was everything it claimed to be and then more. And it was as delicious as the smoothies are. That was a smoothie without the bite, a smoothie without all the sugar. You know, when you drink a full can of the smoothie, it can be a little bit rough for I guess.
It'd be a good alternative if you want to experience a smoothie but not want the lactose.
I think I could if they did different flavors of this, like if I had 6 different flavors of this, I might be able to drink through a 6-pack of that.
I would
I couldn't
probably
do a 6-pack of the smoothies.
Yeah, I would go more to the seltzer just because it doesn't have the lactose, because the lactose does fuck my stomach up if I have too much of it. Yeah, I went 375. What'd you go for the seltzer?
4.
4,
I gave it a 3.5.
3.5.
Go
ahead.
It was for a seltzer. It was fantastic.
Oh
I
baby,
don't know, just
Yeah.
not my thing, but I'm definitely above average for a seltzer.
fuck's going on in that?
Lots.
Well, let's find out.
You catching that?
A lot of stuff.
The ginger beer.
Yep.
That's what it is. The
Ginger
ginger.
Right away, yeah, ginger.
Ooh baby,
Raspberry and ginger.
not into that.
Weird combo.
And
I'm for
lime
it.
and mint.
Yeah.
I think that would be good in the 8-ounce can.
So there's a reason.
Like a little.
Oh,
no.
Just killed Bob. Bob's dead. You ever watch that video of the lady getting tattooed with her young kid? And she's like, oh man. And she's like, he goes, hey mom, I got you water. And he gives her like his fingers, like it's a fake water. And she looks at the camera and she's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna need a water. I'm getting a little woozy, right? And as she says that, her eye just go burn, and they just roll back in her head, and she fucking starts going, and the tattoo artist catches her, and the young kid is like, no, she's dead.
Oh no.
If you YouTube "she's dead," it's that video. It's fucking great. That's what I was just thinking when Bob was he turned over on us there. But this is the raspberry Moscow Mule. I've never had a Moscow Mule. I mean, I've tasted a Moscow Mule, and because of the same reasons I said I'm not into this, is the same reason I don't drink Moscow Mules.
This is probably actually the best Moscow Mule I've had. Usually, I think they're too sweet for me.
Mm-hmm. It's not sweet, but that ginger,
Yeah, but
that ginger lime hits you hard.
It's not
Yeah.
sweet. Exactly.
Yeah. So this is a smoothie based beer cocktail with raspberry, lime, mint, and a touch of ginger. And that lime, mint, and ginger
You
are
get the,
not for
the
me.
mint for sure.
Yeah, I
Yep.
get mint.
I
Yeah.
get ginger and mint. There's definitely the lime. I'm still getting raspberry.
If it could be very refreshing, or is very refreshing on a hot day.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm not gonna give it a score because it's not my style, but I'm just gonna check it in like I enjoyed it. But if you're into Moscow Mules, you'll probably love this.
I do very much
Yeah.
enjoy a Moscow Mule.
Yeah.
I gave this a 4 because I'm excited that I have more of these.
There you go, buddy. You can have that. Woo. You can enjoy my Moscow Mule.
Is that a sexual thing?
It can be if you want.
Don't Urban Dictionary that. That's all you gotta do.
Or Moscow Mule.
No, I was joking.
Is that a real thing?
Enjoy my Moscow Mule. I'm making the thing right now.
We just did a podcast where someone talked about sounding.
There's a lot of really. I don't want to kink shame anybody. There's a lot of out there sexual things.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't kink shame either. If you're into stuff, I'm not gonna
You do you, boo boo.
it's not for, some of the stuff's not for most of the stuff's not for me. I thought I wasn't. I was like, oh, I'm fucking not vanilla, bro. And then I'm fucking vanilla.
I would say I'm not vanilla, and then I would say that most things that exist are not for me.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess sounding was essentially a medical procedure first.
Weird.
Yeah. Do you know what sounding is?
No.
It's when you take like a sounding rod and insert it into your urethra.
Wow.
Yes.
Fun times.
And then you ping. And I guess
I don't know where the medical benefits come in.
I
but
guess supposedly it helped with like STDs and stuff like that, and cleaning out your like urinary tracts and stuff like that.
I would imagine it would knock everything loose.
Imprint's gonna love this episode.
Yeah. Like you're talking about sounding on our episode. But listen, no one listens to this shit anyway. I don't get fucking feedback. The only guy who gave us feedback, I fucking put him on a chair. So it's just like, if you don't like it, tell me, we'll change it up. But if I want to sit here, I'm gonna fucking have some fun. But yeah, so we talked about that for a while, and I was like, that's interesting. Like, so what had to happen there for me anyway? Someone went to the doctors.
Was it like an accident on how it came about? Was it like,
Had to.
hey, I wonder if this goes in? They're like, oh my god, it's caught in here.
Ding it.
No, and they
Dang
turn
it.
and hit it off of something, and then it's like, oh, all right.
I'm into that.
I mean, yeah, and that's my new thing. And then I'm gonna go around and fucking tell everybody about it.
Yeah.
The worst part is, somebody went to the doctor and it happened, and then they went home back to their wife, and they're just like, I can't finish anymore.
I'd
You
be
know,
like,
I'm just
hey,
I need it.
I'd be like, hey,
You get one prostate check, and
Mhm.
your whole life changes.
yeah,
the
and you're
only
like,
way.
hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna need to order a couple sounding rods off of Amazon.
You're like, I'm going to make sure I don't have cancer, and you come home, and you're like, honey, I think I'm into something.
Honey, we still got those thin-ended spoons.
So it's like, I found the G spot for a guy. We're into this.
Well, it's a good thing that they make those metal straws now to save the turtles.
Thank goodness.
You know what? I think it's a giant conspiracy now.
Conspiracy.
It's not even they're trying to save turtles. It's just making it easier for these people to live their sexual fantasies
Yeah.
without being weirded by it. You figured it out. Bob. Because you can't use the card. Have you tried? We went to an In and Out,
Yep.
and they have the cardboard straws. Fucking gross.
I'm not for it.
No.
Like 3
I
sips into your
understand.
drink, it's like your straw
I understand
disintegrates.
the need for it, but also we're from the land of gears. What do you do with the gears? You put a straw in it.
But also, what I
Like,
don't get is,
you don't
how
drink the
can
cardboard.
how can Gears figure out how to make iced tea not taste like fucking cardboard by having it
I will say
in
this.
a cardboard container?
I have drank so long plastic ears and have not done the cardboard, and then you go to a cardboard container and you can tell the difference.
But I'm just
the
meaning
cardboard
like
hits different.
like it
Yeah.
had it like contains it.
I buy
what?
the cardboard.
A straw is like odd.
You
Yeah.
definitely get a different flavor out of the cardboard itself than you do out of the plastic.
Have you seen the new jugs?
But I still put a straw in my cardboard.
Have you seen the new jugs?
No.
Like with the lot, like the
But like the grips on it and
Yeah.
stuff?
Mm-mm.
Dude, fucking they got futuristic. Let me show you this real quick.
Getting a skook lesson real quick. Also, do not Urban Dictionary skook. Fun fact. Oh shit. It's an ergonomic
Feel the side. Look at the
iced
side.
tea container.
Like the other side, like where your hand is. There you
Mhm.
go. Look, it's got like little rivets on it.
It's ergonomic.
Yeah.
That's fancy for it. Feels good in your hand.
It's more aerodynamic to drink right out of the gallon.
It's a faster drink container.
I always do the half. Dude, I go to the store and it's just like the half gallons.
Yep.
And just one sitting, just fucking half gallon of tea.
You're not supposed to do that. Who
Yeah.
That's now a.
I've never had a kidney stone.
And I haven't either. I think it's more.
That's because I sound.
when you stop, it knocks everything loose.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah. Listen, if you want to drink iced tea,
Realistically, that's probably the reason it exists. Now that you said it, that's got to be, right?
the more you stretch out your pee hole, it's easier for the stones to pass.
And also the vibrating knocks them apart.
Yeah,
That's what ultrasounds are
Yeah.
for. That's
Yep.
it's
Hell
got to
yeah.
be the reason.
dude. I think sounding's gonna get real
So-
popular in School
Yeah.
County.
I grew up in Fishtown down in Philly, and we have
Bob's like,
a,
this is my last episode.
He'd be like,
we have a very similar thing. To y'all have gears, we have Arctic Splash.
okay,
It's just an overly sugared, overly sweet iced tea, cardboard container, and it's the same thing. You can
Bring it
buy
next
it in
time.
a half gallon. You can buy it in a gallon. Not the same. It's different in the cardboard.
you need to
But-
next time you come, bring Arctic Splash.
We actually
we'll
we
have
call it.
a nice tee off on.
What is the one from
I
Florida
actually
that
like
looks
gears
lo-
better.
I don't
funny
know.
enough.
There,
Oh, not the
there's-
Florida, Pittsburgh.
Well, the,
The one that looks like a Gears iced tea container.
Is that the one that Wawa brings, or not Wawa?
No,
but Sheets.
Maybe.
there's different ones
Because Sheets carries
Gallagher's.
ones from
The-
Altoona.
yeah,
Yeah,
Gallagher's, I'm pretty sure.
Mhm.
because
And then there's Farmers. We'll have a
Yeah.
good iced tea off.
But-
there's farmers that uses the same basic cardboard container. There's Gears.
Lehigh,
There's Zimmerman's.
Yeah.
I think it's the
Yeah.
one that's in the Lehighton area. And when I used to work when I used to travel for work and would work in Lehighton, there was one gas station in Lehighton that actually had Gears.
Mm. And you're like, I'll take all
Yep.
these.
Yeah.
Being from Fishtown, though, I actually prefer gears to Arctic Splash.
Yeah.
It's shocking. When I first had the gears, I was like, this is just like some bullshit rip off Arctic Splash. Whatever, dude. Whatever. I'm going home. And then once I lived here for a while and I was drinking it regular, I went back and I had an Arctic Splash and I was like,
Not the
don't
same.
get the same.
Well, in the last Spider-Man movie, I guess there was a scene when they were in the lunchroom and there was a container of iced tea on a cardboard container on the lunchroom table, and it looked just like a Gears iced tea container. And people were like, "No, that's actually from Pittsburgh." And it's literally
Yeah,
the same
it's-
carton, the same design, same color scheme,
because
everything.
It's the same on the Zimmerman's. It's the same exact color, same
Hmm.
design.
How do they
same
get away with that?
everything. I'm assuming one company makes the containers and then they
You
just,
just slap a
put their
different name
names
on it,
Yeah,
and no one knows.
or
Or
cares.
cares.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Fair.
Keeps the price down.
We
Yeah.
called it a Fishtown breakfast. You get a carton of Arctic Splash and a pizza pretzel. You ever had like an authentic pizza pretzel?
Never.
They just give you a Philly pretzel, slap some fucking really cheap marinara on it, 2 slices of American cheese overlapping.
Never had that.
No.
That's what life's about. That was like every day of my life when I was a kid.
Nice. All right. Well, let's get into our our beer of the night after our great conversation. We killed time. We stretched it out a little bit. That's what we were trying to aim for here.
Further than the first one.
Yeah. What? We'll start with you, Bob. Beer of the night. I started with you last time. I'll go first. I'll go. Shocking turn of events here. I'm gonna go strawberry coconut. Wow. My number one. You can go next, cheese. The Philly seltzer.
Philly seltzer.
Listen, it goes next to it.
My bad. My B.
Jesus Christ. Andrew does that too.
Yeah.
Andrew's always trying to
I
sneak
was
it up
doing
higher.
it. I was doing it as far as your perspective. I should have been doing it from the camera perspective. So
Yeah.
I get it.
Bill,
Uh,
you're gonna shake it up and go third different
Yeah.
can.
yep.
Oh shit.
Oh,
I'm gonna
shit.
put Bob on the spot.
Bob, you can.
Well, actually, my 2 favorites are up here now. So,
Okay.
Um,
The Moscow Mule.
Wow, I wasn't
Ooh.
expecting that from you,
Moscow
Bob.
Mule wins for best beer of the night for Smoogie. We'll let you go for second place. You go first. All right, Bill. He picked strawberry coconut for people, not for audio only people. You're gonna go raspberry blackberry. Cheese.
Raspberry blackberry.
There it is. I'm gonna go. I'll go raspberry blackberry as well. even though I didn't. That was the smallest pour I did for the day. We'll circle back to cheese for this here. Third place,
Oh. Mango pineapple.
mango pineapple. I'm gonna go seltzer.
I'm gonna go seltzer.
I hope the seltzer gets in there.
Seltzer.
No seltzer.
All right. So winner of the episode is gonna be the Moscow Mule Raspberry. Second place gonna be Blackberry Raspberry, and the Philly Seltzer is gonna be third. Do we have a can art? I would say this. I mean, they all kind of. I think the whole presentation of what they do is pretty impressive, and I like it.
I
They
like
do
the
the
seltzer one.
same presentation on all of the smoothies, pretty much.
The color schemes are nice. They pop.
It's actually the same thing, just with different color backgrounds. And a lot of them, what they'll do is the background will be like a. I'm sorry, I almost reached in front of your camera.
You're good.
It'll be like a split 50-50 of what color is each fruit that's in it. So, for example, like the raspberry blackberry is a purple. Traditionally, it would probably be like a purple red split.
Mhm.
But I think they're running out of those because they've been using it so much.
Yeah.
So this series seems to be full color. So you can
Strawberries and
distinguish.
coconuts are blue.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one. I got nothing for that one.
That doesn't count. I like the art on the seltzer can.
Yeah, that's cool. The sunglasses.
I would.
I will say this.
To
I-
Love Park and to Liberty Bell is on the side.
Yeah.
Like lots of Philly.
That's the move. You got a cheesesteak. You got the Declaration of Independence, some water ice.
They have a
You got the
pretzel.
Skyline, the pretzel, and the Liberty Bell.
I will say this. If you're, I think because Moscow Mules are popular, I think that's a smart idea. It's not for me, but if you're into Moscow Mules, you'll love that beer. The seltzer idea is cool because you're getting rid of the lactose and making it gluten free, which people like gluten free. If you drink a lot of lactose in one day, it's gonna creep on you. And I think Smoogie going to the 8-ounce pour cans to go is a good move. I like it because you can do the 6-pack at 3 different styles. It's a good idea. I think they pour better. I think they, when you're sharing it with friends or even if you're drinking it straight out of the can.
I would pay a little bit more money for it to not be 2 of each, to be 6 independent
Yeah.
beers.
It works out for our
Yeah.
podcast because we can split to a can.
It
each.
works great for us.
Yeah.
These
But
were made.
for half
Drinking
the
on my
table.
own, I would pay more money.
To have
And
six-
if we
six
had
separate.
more of these, and you can click these in
Yeah.
and flock them over and wash them in the sink.
Hey, we're actually. Can we keep
And
that?
I can have them
I have
all.
another one in the car.
I'm gonna keep. We're gonna snap all these into the glasses and then we're walking over to the sink. No, I'm joking. We're not doing that. I think overall, I think this. I appreciate you bringing this. It was really cool for you to bring these along again. You're like the cheese is coming. We're gonna get some Imprint, which is awesome.
It's on my trip. It's
Yeah.
literally on the route. I just take an exit, get off, pick it up.
And like I said, I think the smaller cans are a good move, and I kind of like the seltzer what they're doing, and the raspberries are good. The Moscow Mule is a cool idea. I don't think I've really had much of Imprint that wasn't a smoothie yet. I'd like to try like a lager or something.
I do get some of those on occasion. I actually didn't grab any today. They had to do like a double dry hop lager, I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay.
Which is awesome. They do a lot of really cool stuff. It was just my selection today was where we are.
Yeah.
Plus a lot of coconut stuff.
Let's get your plugs out again. You can do the same ones because it's going to air a little bit later.
Again,
Pilguru.
Pilgaroo.
All right.
Order your tickets for Brewfest because
Yeah.
by the time this comes out, it will still be in the pre-order phase.
And come hang out with us if you see us that day. We're gonna try to get an order of stickers together. We're gonna make a big order.
And
Also-
the VIP tickets you get in an hour early.
Yes. I also think instead of ordering stickers soon, like I'm gonna do one order just so I have a few for Brewfest. But I think what we're gonna do is Heidi's been trying to do like more arts and crafts stuff. She kind of wants to do something for herself, and she's always wanted one of those Cricut printers.
Yeah.
Which does like arts and crafts and stuff like that. And also you can make vinyl stickers on them. So
And
you
shirts.
really shirts too.
Remind me after this.
and
I got something for
Like
you.
and like water bottles and stuff too. You should be able to.
Yeah, because it's just vinyl stickers.
Yeah.
You can put on whatever you want.
Yeah,
Glasses,
so
pint
we're
glasses,
gonna
bottles.
possibly make our own stuff. So we instead of ordering like I figure if I'm ordering like $300 worth of stickers, I can get the printer for $200, and then later on just make my own. Just like, hey, I need a print of 100 stickers,
It's the initial buy-in until.
and it help us out a little bit. So I think I'm gonna go that route. And this way, if someone else too is like, hey, buy a pack of paper that it would cost to do it, and I'll get you an order of stickers if you need them. You know what I mean? We'll give it a shot. So that's kind of the future. So we can, and I think she's looking at a pin press too to make pins.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll
Talk to Jake about that. He does that too.
Yeah, so you can get like a pin press super cheap. So
Mm.
we're gonna try to do that. So it's not like t-shirt. Like I'm not trying to start my own
Yeah.
t-shirt company, but like just we have stickers and pins.
One of the guys at work just had a kid, and another worker had a cricket machine and made him a onesie that says "Screaming Poop Machine."
Nice. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna try to get her a cricket.
We all need those shirts after a heavy lactose episode.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be feeling it later, especially depending on what we have for dinner later. It's gonna be. I'd probably get like something with red sauce and they'll be all fucked up. We got to plug.
All right, so I got two things going on. One, this past week, I was on the Street Shamans podcast with Potent the Rockstar. It was my first full official solo interview of me for my comedy stuff. It was really cool. It was a lot of fun. I was really concerned that we were going to do like a 12-minute dead air podcast that ended up running an hour. And Homeboy's like, hey, listen, this went really well. He's like, listen, we're going to have to do a second one because this is.
Nice.
So I had a lot of fun. It was definitely.
You have a
pretty
lot of
cool.
experience in the podcast world.
Oh yeah,
And you're
I-
a streamer too, so you're
it's
used to
true.
it.
I don't like to talk about myself until I start going.
Yeah.
Then it's very easy.
Where are they out of?
He is in Chicago right now.
Oh, so you did it like virtually?
Yeah,
Cool.
we did it over. I forget what program we used, but it was like almost Skype. You know what I mean?
Cool.
Um,
Was it StreamYard? That's what we use.
what was it?
Was it StreamYard?
I think it had something about a duck in it.
Yeah, that was StreamYard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I did that, and then upcoming I have my first show post pandemic, which is exciting. We're doing at Strikers Pub on June 26th. It is a Hope for the Day benefit. All proceeds are going to be donated to Hope for the Day. It's a mental health awareness charity. We have Sumner Park, Horrible Charlie, Japan 4, Jake Langley, Phased, and myself doing comedy. Going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm pretty
Cool.
excited.
Yeah, I'll be a little late to the show, but I'll definitely be there at some
Bunch
point.
of-
I have an interview that day. But yeah, go support that kid. Punksteria, Noah Lyon.
It's a Punk Stereo show.
Man, it's Punksteria, so go show some love to them. A lot of new, like if we talked about logos and stuff, that's all done by him. He's a great kid.
Literally right now, Noah just messaged me. He said, "Emery are sick." He's a child, so he's learning about music that we listen to. So
Yeah,
he's getting there.
let him know we plugged him, and tell the other guy too if he ever wants to collaborate podcast wise. I'm down.
Absolutely.
All right, that'll do it. Bangin' Brisk Podcast. We're out of here. Support the IWEP network. T-shirts. Follow us on all social media. 5-star reviews help. Word of mouth is how we're trying to do it. So if you want to help us out, that's the best way to do it. Love you guys to death. We'll see you soon. Here's some Faith and Exile. We're out of here.